Hey anime fans, this is Chris Boltz, and I'm coming in with an article from Green Rant, and they're positing something that I don't think is actually true. It says the Isekai boom is fading, but one anime genre is ready to take its place. Now, before I do get into the content, do make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. All that stuff really does help me out. Now, this article was written by Lauren Kells, and I do apologize if it sounds like my voice is lower than normal. It's because my daughter is next door. She's trying to go to sleep. She had a long day. So I'm trying to be as courteous as possible to keep my voice down. Having a deep voice really does carry, and I don't want to be rude. So back to this article right here. And she says the Isekai boom is fading. Now, I don't know what exact proof she sees of this, but let's go ahead and take a look at this article together and see what she has to say about that. Now, she says recently the Isekai anime genre has become highly successful among anime and manga series, and that is exactly correct. She actually lists the two of the top three Isekai that I always mention, ReZero, Slime, and then, the other third one, for me, is Mushoku Tensei. Those three are the top three Isekai, but there have been so many different types of Isekai of all kinds. You got reverse Isekai, you got Isekai that takes you forward in time, Isekai that takes you back in time, all these different types of Isekai. And so it's a really wide genre. It's kind of interesting that she's saying that Isekai has taken a back seat to a new type of genre. And she says that right here in the second paragraph. Isekai's time in the spotlight seems to be drawn to a close, though, according to a new report by Oricon News. Let me go ahead and click on that article over there. Reijo genre rapid popularity overseas, while terms like senpai and isekai are left untranslated. Now, I think she's kind of reading that incorrectly. All it says that right here is that the terms senpai and isekai are not being translated. Let's see here. So one of the largest North American events in pop culture took place at obviously Anime Expo. It says Niwa in Japan is common for a hit manga to ignite interest, leading to expansions into anime, games, and other IP developments. Now, I'm looking at this article right here. I don't see much that actually provides any type of support for what she is saying, right? And what she was saying in her other article. Lauren Kells was in North America. This paragraph right here, in North America, where anime holds significant influence, the reality has been that very few female-oriented manga titles were translated until now. However, various surveys have clearly shown that there is definite latent demand for such manga. As a result, now 3 years after its launch, we're starting to feel a strong response, an emerging passionate fandom around a certain genre of female-oriented manga that previously didn't exist in the US market. Hey everyone, this is Chris Boltz coming in after post-production. And actually that one article from Oricon Group, I didn't realize that there was a second page to this article right here. So if I click on the second page and it still doesn't say anything that really supports here. We got this one paragraph right here from Mr. Kotsky. For example, Isekai, or alternate world, other world, it's also translated, has already become an established genre term overseas, kept in Japanese. Other words like senpai have also spread globally through manga. In fact, there's meaning in the fact that manga itself is recognized as manga, not simply translated as comics. Likewise, rather than narrowing its meaning through a straightforward English translation, we hope to develop reijo into a genre that readers can interpret with all its original context included. So again, this does not support what Lauren Kells was saying. Pretty much what this is saying is that there's already a saturation of the terms isekai and senpai throughout the world, and that's exactly correct. Everybody knows what isekai is, and everybody knows what senpai is. He's hoping to make reijo as popular a term as isekai and senpai. I don't think that's going to happen, but again, this just goes to show that isekai as a genre is always going to be popular, because guess what? Lots of guys and girls like to read fantasy novels, and they like to read isekai to see how people would react when transported to another world. And senpai, we always like to have that mentor-mentee relationship, and that's basically what senpai is. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. And that I would agree with. There are a lot of more girl focused manga that focus on a really strong love interest between some type of noble daughter and a strong budding dashing prince. Basically, it's just the classic tale of the princess waiting to meet her prince. And they call this genre reijo, or noble daughter. And going back over to Lauren Kell's article, I really don't see anything that actually supports her assertion that Isekai is on the way out. And going down here, because she's doing a recap of the article from Oricon News. And I don't see anything in that original article that supports that Isekai is going down in popularity. In fact, this reijo, there are several types of reijo where girls get transported into another world. And you can actually go over here. I used to have a lot of those types of I didn't know that it was called a specific type of genre or anything like that. This right here, this is a reijo right here, the Gorilla God's go-to girl, but it was not an isekai or anything like that. It's a traditional noble daughter. She gets powers and she becomes a gorilla god. But let's keep going through my watch history over here on Crunchyroll. Yeah, so I don't have that many off in here, and you can see from my watch history, I watch a lot of different types of anime because hey, I really do love anime. But yeah, the cool thing about the Japanese is they take a lot of their anime and they go in there and they just smash it together. They'll create any kind of story. As long as the story is worth telling, they will tell the story. And that's why a lot of people like watching anime. But again, I don't see anything that really supports her assertion right here that Isekai is going out. In fact, if we go back to the top of my list right here for this current season, we'll go ahead, and here's another one that's a reijo, Betrothed to My Sister's Ex. That's another reijo. This one right here is where this girl's sister has died, and she is a lowly noble daughter who's mistreated by her family, and she falls in love with this nice dashing looking prince right there. But let's go right here. Onmyo Kaiten Rebirth Verse is an isekai. We obviously got the Rising of Shield Hero. That's an isekai. It's in its 4th season. Reborn as a Vending Machine, I Now Wander the Dungeon. That's an isekai. Turkey Time to Strike. This is not an isekai per se. Well, like I said earlier, it is an isekai in the fact that these girls do go back in time. They're a bowling team that there's a tension between the captain of the team and their most junior member, and they get transported back in time. So that's another isekai. Scooped Up by an S-Rank Adventure, that's not an isekai or anything like that. Ugly Mug Epic Fighter is a unique isekai. It takes a certain type of twist on the overpowered Beyonder trope, if you will, whereby the protagonist has all these superpowers and whatnot. But in this particular isekai, he does have a lot of power. However, he put some limitations on himself. He put a limitation on there that he can't be touched by any girl, and that he can never make money. So he is a pauper, an ugly man with lots of powers who can never touch another girl. And if he does touch another girl, he suffers a tremendous penalty that really hurts him and whatnot. So yeah, it's still, the isekai genre is absolutely still very popular. This is another one over here, Apocalypse Bringer Minogra. I don't know. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. World Conquest starts with the Civilization of Ruin. That's another isekai. So this idea that the isekai genre is completely it's going by the wayside is not founded in reality, and I don't know exactly where she is saying that. I think she's probably just trying to. She being the author of this article, Lauren Kell. I think she's just trying to wish into reality the popularity of reijo, and of course, reijo is popular. It's a really good manga series that allows girls to go in there and live out their fantasy of being saved by that dashing prince. Because those types of stories used to be told by Disney, but if Disney is not willing to tell those types of stories anymore, or the West is not willing to tell those types of stories anymore, well, Japan's going to pick it up, and you see Japan being rewarded with more Western viewers and readers going over there and picking up that kind of content, from these producers, these mangakas over there in Japan. So I don't think that Lauren Kell really proved her point. I don't think she really proved her point or anything like that, saying what it is about the reijo genre that has actually replaced Isekai. We'll go ahead and just say that Screen Rant kind of missed the mark on this one, and let's go down to the comments. Very first comment here is from Anthony. Going to have to disagree with the whole Isekai is fading assertion. There's at least 5 Isekai anime every season, which is absolutely correct. Also, there are plenty of anime with strong female characters every season. You just need to look at past the 5 super popular anime each season. That's absolutely correct. Let's go back over to my list that we're talking about right here. Watari-kun is about to collapse. This girl is really popular. Dealing with Bikudono Sisters is a breeze. This is really good. Secrets of the Silent Witch. This features a strong female protagonist. This is a female protagonist, obviously, reijo. And then we got Don the Don, obviously, that has Momo off in there. By the way, this Let's Go Karaoke is really great. You guys should check that out. Kamitsubaki City under construction. Totally geared. It's about witchlings. It's about Maho Shoujo. They're witches. And let's see. Let's keep going here. Reborn as a vending machine. This is obviously the protagonist was reincarnated as a vending machine, but he gets carried around by this little girl named Lamis. The Rising of the Shield Hero. He's obviously protected by Raftalia. And I already pointed out Turkey Time to Strike. Cultural Exchange, the Game Center Girl. This is a really good one. And then we got Rent a Girlfriend here. Necronomico. This one is a really popular one. It started off pretty okay with me. It's got some LGBT themes off in there because the protagonist is in love with a girl that's knocked out. You got to be mindful of that. Hotel Inhumans. This girl is the protagonist along with the guy there. And then let's see what. So yeah, there's a lot. Rory Rocks is another all-girl anime. This one is absolutely really cool. All it is about geography. This entire team of girls studies geography, and Ruri Tanigawa is the protagonist. She teams up with this PhD candidate right here. Her name is Nagi, and by the way, Nagi is very gorgeous, very beautiful, very stacked. In my view, she reflects the modern Japanese woman, the modern Asian woman who's finally figured out that, you know something, people like boo-boo, or booty rather. Not, I didn't say boo-boo. People like booty. And then one more right here, With You and the Rain. This is a very cute one. This lady adopts this animal right here, which looks like a dog, maybe a raccoon, maybe a cat, don't know. And so it's another one with a really strong female lead. And by the way, you guys should also check out Takopi's Original Sin. That's another good one. So these are all anime with strong female characters. So I think this person was, Lauren Kell was just trying to wish into existence. I think this Lauren Kell was just trying to wish into existence reijo to be more popular than Isekai, and then that's not going to happen. Isekai is going to be, has been popular for many years, and I don't see it going away anytime soon. But those are my thoughts. What are your guys' thoughts about this idea about the Isekai boom fading? Do you guys think the Isekai boom is fading? Do you want the Isekai boom to fade? Whatever your thoughts, jump down in the comments, let me know what you think. And make sure you guys do like, share, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. All that stuff really does help me out. And remember, this is Chris Bolt signing off, and I will catch you guys in the next video. You take it easy.